Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
So, how do you conduct it, Shri Gaur Prabhuji, with the videos on of everybody? How is
Hare
it like?
Krishna. It depends. There are some devotees who would switch on their videos, otherwise, many
Okay.
of them don't. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, Hare Krishna to everyone, and I'm very, very thankful to Shri Gaur Prabhuji for giving this service opportunity. We just had a program yesterday evening of Deepdan at our place. Like this is like in rotational wise in our town over here in Kalyan, we are having it every night. So yesterday was my turn at my place. So it was almost night 1 o'clock we wound up actually. And what happened, I mean, a lot of prasadam got, prasad bach gaya tha. So we went to the station and we distributed prasadam. So, and it was a good experience. Night 12 o'clock, we were distributing prasadam at the station. And there were a lot of drunkards there. And who started, chanting Hare Krishna. We were telling them, chant Hare Krishna and then take prasad. And all these drunkards were chanting Hare Krishna and then taking prasadam. So we just had a wonderful experience yesterday that how Srila Prabhupada was so merciful, that he has given us this. So, okay, I'll just, I think my introduction has already been given. And actually it's all by the mercy of, only by the mercy of Vaishnavas that we are able to get service and we are able to stay, progress, get taste in Krishna consciousness. It's all only and only because of Vaishnavas. If the Vaishnavas don't follow up with us, don't give us service, we will definitely lose taste in Krishna consciousness. I mean, most of us would have personally experienced this, that if Vaishnavas don't take care of us, if we are not with Vaishnavas, we will definitely, lose taste in Krishna consciousness. So I can only personally, with my own experience of so many years of service and so many years of being with devotees, my own personal experience has said that is that even if you sometime forget Krishna, or sometime, may have doubts on this thing, but don't doubt the Vaishnavas, because Vaishnavas are living examples. They are the living examples. A lot of times we may not, personally experience Krishna, but definitely we can personally experience Vaishnavas. So that is the glory of Krishna consciousness. So I have been told to speak on glories of holy name on chanting, right, Shri Gaur Prabhuji? That's the topic?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so I'll just do Mangalachara and then I'll start off. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you once again, and thank you for all the devotees for joining in the morning and for this session. So everyone can see the screen, Shri Gaur Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, so one lesson my teachers have taught me during in my process of Krishna consciousness is that we make our own notes when we are reading scriptures, when we are you know, going through the sessions, when we read the different scriptures like Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita and all, and we make our own notes, we will have our own realizations. Everyone will carry their own realizations when you will be reading the verses. So this is something which I do myself, that every day, at least 15 to 20 minutes, I myself make notes. So this is something which I'm sharing, which has which I have got inspired reading Bhagavad Gita. Some reasons, there are hundreds of reasons why to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And these are some reasons, just a glimpse of it I will be sharing with you because of the time constraint. And if somebody has some doubts or some this thing, we can have it at the end of the session. Okay. So what I have done is that while reading Bhagavad Gita, a lot of our doubts gets cleared. I mean, there's a lot of doubts of pertaining to life, pertaining to karma, pertaining to our reality, pertaining to Lord Krishna, slowly and steadily starts getting cleared. And once it starts getting cleared, you get more. And as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Srila Prabhupada has stressed a lot that 99% of our Krishna consciousness depends on chanting, how we are chanting. And unless and until we are internally convinced that this chanting is actually really good for me, because look, we all are, we being conditioned souls, we are all selfish. Somewhere we are selfish. We have some selfish intentions, selfish motives. So even in Krishna consciousness, if we are a bit selfish, wo chalega. It's okay. Why? Because it will save you. Being selfish to save your consciousness, being selfish to save your Krishna consciousness is accepted by the Goswamis. You see, the Goswamis were very conscious of their association. They were very selective of their of their association. Why? The reason is that because they wanted to save their consciousness, save their bhakti. In fact, it is said that once Mirabai went to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that I don't meet. I mean to say, he was hesitating, and Mirabai said, "Ki Mahaprabhu, you're the Lord, and I want to take your darshan." So you see, I mean to say, Mahaprabhu is giving by his own example that he was, because the Lord is in a role of a sannyasi, how he was so conscious that whether I should meet or not. And similarly, we see there are different lot of other stories in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So I'll just proceed. So the first reason why, I should chant Hare Krishna. Reason one, to be on the side of Dharma. Because look, this is where in Bhagavad Gita chapter 1, we see that Arjuna got confused. What is Dharma? What is right for me? Mere ko kya karna hai? What I should do? The greatest fighter of the world is confused on the war field, on the battlefield. What should I do? Whether I should fight or not, because they are my own relatives. So we should chant so that we be on the side of Dharma, because chanting Krishna is not different from the holy name. So look, in our life, we always face this problem. Whether I'm doing this right or not, whether this decision is right or not, whether this is Dharma or not, what to do? So we have to be on the side of Dharma. This is one of the very major reason for all the humans, that be on the side of Dharma. That is the purpose of Varnashrama, that let us be on the side of Dharma. So this is something which we have not been taught, that you have to be on the side of Dharma, because there is no one to teach us, tell us what is right and what is wrong. It is only the scriptures. It is only the Guru and the Vaishnavas and the scriptures which tells us what is Dharma. So Srila Prabhupada has given us some basic things. He saw when he went to America, he saw that forget about Dharma, going deeper into Dharma, these people are smoking, drinking, having illicit sex, gambling. So they are not even at the level of human. We are worse than human. We are on the level of worse than animals, actually, worse than animals. So Prabhupada gave us these 4 regulative principles, that at least be human, come to the platform of human. So then you will be at least, on the side of Dharma. And then obviously chanting the holy name, eating prasadam. So to be on this one major reason one is we should be chanting that, because in a day-to-day life, we have to take decisions. Udhar jana hai ki nahi jana. Just day before yesterday, just as I shared with you that we are having Deepdan program, Damodar Ashtak program every house. Day before yesterday, it was in a businessman's house. He's a big businessman in Kalyan. And after the program, he shared with me that recently he had to go to a bar because being in business, there are times when a lot of his, to say his friends, you can say friends, or his co-partners, they arrange some parties in bar and all, and he has to go there. And he said he felt like he's a fish out of water. He was suffering like anything inside the bar. He did not take anything, but they just wanted him to sit with them. And they were all drinking and all enjoying like thing. And then when he came back home, he fell sick for 3 days. And for the 3 nights, in the night, he was having dreams of sitting in the bar and he was thinking he's drinking. So he told me, he shared his agony that, Prabhuji, it was horrible sitting in the bar. So I said, why you had to go there? You could have just politely told them no. So he said he fell weak. He said he fell weak, that he could not say no because they were business partners. And, sometimes in business, you have to sit with them. So you see, so I told him, you just chant and improve your chanting and be confident, or you be confident of Krishna, that Krishna will take care of you, even if those people become a bit upset. So this is reason one why should be chanting, that let us be on the side of dharma. Let us take decisions properly, what we have to do, because that is what happened in chapter 1. Decision making was the major problem faced by Arjuna in chapter 1, whether I should fight or not. And in fact, he became paralyzed. He became so paralyzed, he gave up his Gandiva. He gave up his Gandiva that I will not fight Krishna. I am just not able to understand what to do. So let us chant so that in our day-to-day life, be on the side of dharma. Okay. Reason 2. Can anybody read? No, I can. Santosh ji, can you read reason 2? Santosh Mishra.
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yeah, can you read reason 2 for chanting? Are you able to see the screen?
Yeah, Prabhuji. To keep on reminding ourselves difference between eternal and temporary, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2.
Yes, thank you. So this is what in chapter 2 we see. Lord Krishna keeps on telling same point, drilling same point to Arjuna, that you are not the body, you are soul. He keeps on, that is what Srila Prabhupada also did. Many of the lectures, you see, Srila Prabhupada always touch this point. You are not the body, you are soul. So what happens in our day-to-day life, we keep on forgetting that we are temporary, we are in a temporary body. We keep on forgetting this. We keep, just like Yudhishthir Maharaj said, that people are dying right, left, and center, but still people think that they are thinking that they will not die. But that is not the fact. We are going to leave the body. So another reason why we should be chanting, we should not compromise with the chanting, is that otherwise if we compromise with our chanting, we will forget the difference between eternal and temporary. So let us to keep on reminding, because if we, what was the reason Krishna just kept on saying the same point again and again and again? Dehinosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yavanam jara. From 2.13 to 2.30, he's just drilling. Lord Krishna is drilling only one single point to Arjuna again and again and again and again. So that, why? So that he's giving a very strong message. Lord Krishna is giving a very strong message to Arjuna, through Arjuna to us, that your actions should be at the level of, so that you attain eternal this thing, not don't be stuck in your temporary this thing. So we have two relations in our life. We have a vertical and a horizontal relation. Horizontal relation is with all these temporary things in this world. Our flat, our business, our relatives, these are all our horizontal relation. And our vertical relation is with Lord Krishna, because that is our eternal relation. So chapter 2 gives a very strong reason that why we should not compromise with our chanting. We should keep, very, very be focused on the chanting, so that every day we are reminding ourselves that I'm eternal. I'm a soul, I'm eternal, and I'm in a temporary body. I'm in a temporary body. So let me let us not forget this crux, this major point, the first lesson of Bhagavad Gita, and which is the foundation of everything. That I am eternal. I am eternal. So my action should be on the basis of this fact that I am eternal. Okay, so let's keep on reminding ourselves difference between eternal and temporary. Reason number 2. Then we go to reason number 3. Bhushan ji, can you read reason number 3? Bhushan ji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Sure. To deal with unlimited desire and temptations, Bhagavad Gita 54 to 72.
Yeah, so Bhagavad Gita, there are multiple sections in the chapter 2. And from 2.54, you see in 2. Arjuna asks Lord Krishna that, what is the symptom of a transcendental person? And Lord Krishna then gives answers from 2.54 onwards. And obviously the famous verses come, Adhyayato Vishyan Pumsa, Sangate Sukjayate, Sanga Sanjayate, Kama Kama Krodha Vijayate. So this is something which we all face, each one of us, including myself. I am also struggling a lot. I'm a struggling devotee. I want each one of you to please pray for me, because I am really very, I'm tortured by my desires and temptations. I'm really, struggling a lot over here, because I'm really a conditioned soul, conditioned person. And because of my past actions, past conditioning, I'm really being torn apart. So this gives me a very strong reason to chant sincerely and attentively, because these desires and temptations, we are so much, with this social media has now increased the desires and temptations. It has taken it to a next level. Pornography and all these things are so easily available. One flash will come and we feel tempted to watch it because of our, not having control on our senses. So this is a very, very strong reason that, oh holy name, please have mercy on me. I'm getting torn apart by my desires and temptations in this material world. So, this gives a very strong reason. In fact, his guy is Kamal Lochan Prabhu. He once told in a class he was having in Bombay, and he said that if one section you should meditate or read regularly in Bhagavad Gita, of the entire 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita, in one entire section you should read regularly, that is from chapter 2, verse number 2.54 to 72. He said this. Why? Because this is where you are dealing day-to-day actions. This is where Krishna has given answers how to deal with your day-to-day actions. Because day-to-day actions, we are, struggling with our senses and desires. And that is a fact, including myself, that we are so much full of desires. Vihaya Kaman, we have so much of desires. You see verse number 2.70 and 2.71, you see all those verses, you read the purpose, you read the translation, it is all about desire. And everything starts from desire, actually, because desiring is the nature of the soul. The soul has got to desire something. It is got to desire. So why not have spiritual desire? Srila Prabhupada and his sincere followers and disciples, you see, they all have spiritual desires to make temples, to make devotees. They are full of spiritual desires. And that is what their actions, they take those actions to fulfill their spiritual desires. And, because I have material desires, I'm sometimes a devotee, I'm sometimes, chasing material desires. And we have some agendas also, some hidden agendas also. So then Krishna knows everything. He knows us in and out. So to deal with unlimited desires and temptations, that is reason number 3 to chant. Okay, we go to next reason number 4. Can Alok Upadhyay read this? Reason number 4.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, yes.
To know the dangers of lust and anger, Bhagavad Gita 3.37 to 42.
Yeah. Now this is something again which, Krishna, Kamesha, Krodesha, Rajoguna, Samudhuva, Mahashano, Mahapapa, Vidhi, Enam, Iha, Vairinam. Your biggest enemy is not your boss. Sometimes in corporate world, we think that our biggest enemy is my boss. Or if the husband-wife relationship SARS, जब खराब हो जाता है तो हमको लगता है जैसे मेरा पति और मेरा पत्नी ही सबसे बड़ा दुश्मन है. या जब प्रॉपर्टी का फाइट होने लग जाता है तो हमको लगता है कि मेरा भाई या जो मेरे प्रॉपर्टी पे नजर रख रहा है वो मेरा दुश्मन है, या जो मुझे नौकरी से निकालना चाह रहा है, मेरा कॉम्पिटिटर मेरे ऑफिस में, वो मेरा दुश्मन है. Sorry sir, Bhagavad Gita doesn't say they are your enemies. Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is telling that it is lust and anger. And lust doesn't mean just being lusty for the opposite sex. Lust also means being lusty for power. And that is what was the problem of Duryodhan. Duryodhan was lusty for power. And to be just whole, be the whole and soul. He should be the whole and soul and nothing else. No attention should go to the Pandavas. And that is what the reason he said this, that I will not give space even to the size of a needle. Even to the point of the needle, I will not give space to the Pandavas. He was so lusty for, for name, fame, glory, and for attention, that he should be the only one. So we know this danger of lust and anger. Krishna is saying it very clearly in Bhagavad Gita, that this is the top danger, the biggest enemy of us is lust and anger. I need not go deep into it. If we just do our self-analysis and we know that, yes, this is a fact that, we are all struggling over here. So this gives me personally, it gives me a very strong reason that I should be chanting very attentively, and I should never compromise with my chanting. So that's reason number 4. And obviously my point is that these sections, you can go and read it also, the translations and purports, and bring it in your regular habit as well, so that we keep on reminding ourselves this point. Okay. So next point, can Mr. B.N. Rao, can you read the next point? Are you there? Hare Krishna, Mr. Rao.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. To chant under the guidance parampara, 4.34.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mr. Rao. So reason 5 to chant under guidance. So this is now the beautiful thing about this ISKCON movement, Krishna conscious movement, that Srila Prabhupada has revived the parampara. Srila Prabhupada, that I mean to say, this is continued the parampara in a very proper, nicely way. And that is where we see, this parampara helps us. There is some devotee who is calling me, Prabhu, please come for the program. Prabhu, please come for chanting. Prabhu, please come for the festival. There is somebody who is, who is keeping an eye on me, who is caring for me. And it is this care which motivates me, that who otherwise in this material world will take care of me. There you see, you go out. Yesterday when I was distributing prasadam at night 12 o'clock at Kalyan station, and I saw the horrible situation. And then I was so grateful to the Vaishnavas that, oh my God, if Vaishnavas would not have followed up with me, if would not have taken care of me, I would have been there actually in that line. I would have been a drunkard in that line taking prasadam. Maybe I don't know whether I would have been so lucky to even get prasadam. So to chant under guidance and parampara, when we take initiation, and when the spiritual master gives you the bead bag, the bead, and that is such a divine time. So moment is a very, very personal moment with your spiritual master, that he gives you the holy name officially in front of the Vaishnavas, in front of Yagya, in front of Lord Vishnu. He gives you the holy name. So to chant, and then that chanting becomes very, very much powerful. Obviously, if somebody comes to, is not able, like in Russia or Ukraine or some other China and all, if they're not able to get, but if they are able, they're chanting, they will get the benefit definitely. But here when we are, we are getting this guidance and parampara, we chant, then obviously the chanting becomes much more powerful, much more authentic, much more beautiful. Okay, we go to next point. Mr. Praveen Manoj, can you? Praveena.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Sorry, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, can you chant?
Reason 6, chant with faith. Doubt will destroy us. Bhagavad Gita 4.40.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite verses, because I was a very doubting person myself personally. Initially in my Krishna conscious days, I used to debate a lot with my, teachers and all. It's like, I used to really, doubt a lot on the entire process of Krishna consciousness. I used to think that all these people, they are, just saying, blabbing up anything. But then slowly and steadily, obviously, by the grace of Vaishnavas and Krishna, a lot of doubts got cleared. So doubt is something which will make us lose taste in chanting. So we have to, so please, note down this verse 4.40. You can, after the class, you can, or maybe anytime during the day or during the week, and read this translation and purport carefully. This, that how, if a person is doubtful in this process of Krishna consciousness, he will get destroyed. So there are some verses where Krishna is inspiring us, and there are some verses where Krishna is warning us. So this doubt will destroy us. So let us chant with faith that yes, this chanting is the thing. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Yeva Kevalam. Why? Eva means certainly. Kevalam, only. Hare Nam and 3 times, not once. So let us chant with faith. Okay, next. Amita Mohta, can you read? Amita? Sorry, just a second. Yeah, reason 7. Amita, are you there? Okay, I have been asked to unmute. Sri Gaur Prabhu, she is writing, asked to.
She has to unmute herself.
Acha. Okay, we can. Ashish, are you there? Hare Krishna, Ashish. Sanjeev.
Hare Krishna, Dharma Pranam.
Adharana Pranam, yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, you are saying something. Sorry, I could not hear.
Can you read reason 7 for chanting? Can you see the screen? Are you able to see the screen?
I can see the screen, Prabhu. Do you want me to read that?
Yes. I want you to read that.
Reason 7, develop detachment internally, being responsible. External. Bhagavad Gita 5.10.
Yeah, this is again one of the famous verses in Bhagavad Gita. Patram pushpam ivambasa. Be like a lotus. Lotus being in water, it doesn't get wet. So that means that we have to develop detachment internally. Internally, we are detached from this material world, from the material desires. So we have to develop this thing to how to be internally detached and externally responsible. And this is what makes a man actually. That he's responsible. He's not that irresponsible. We're responsible for his responsibilities, for his duties. But internally, he's detached. Internally. Why detached? Because if some external reasons becomes unfavorable, it will not disturb his bhakti. It should not disturb his internal bhakti, his internal bhajan. So this is reason 7, that we develop detachment internally. Okay, reason 8. Shivakumar, can you read reason 8?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandak Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Chanting with knowledge that Lord Krishna is the enjoyer, proprietor, not we. Bhagavad Gita 5.29.
Yeah. So one other very strong reason that Lord Krishna is saying he's, Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. He is everything. There is nothing beyond him. And he's the actually enjoyer. Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam. Bhokta, he's the enjoyer. And हमारा problem क्या है? हम सोचते हैं I am the enjoyer. हम ये दुनिया भगवान ने मेरे enjoyment के लिए बनाया है. मुझे enjoy, खाओ पियो और ऐश करो. So we forget this. And even in Krishna consciousness, this mentality may come in that I am the enjoyer. Even in Krishna consciousness, if you are not properly guided, if you're not properly, your foundation is not proper, you may misuse the same facility actually. The same facility which has been given to you to serve Krishna, you can use it for your own personal this thing. Chanakya Pandit was so careful. He used to keep 2 diyas in his hut. Chanakya Pandit. One diya, one person went to meet him in the evening. So what happened? Chanakya Pandit, he blew off one diya, one lamp, and he again lighted another lamp. And this person said, what happened? What difference did it make? रोशनी तो वो दिया भी उतना ही दे रहा है और ये दिया भी उतना ही दे रहा है. Why did you do this? So Chanakya Pandit said that diya, which the earlier diya which was I was using, was I was doing work of the Rashtra, of the state. I was working for the state. So this diya was supplied by the government, by the state. But the other diya, not that I'm talking to you, you have come personally to meet me. This is my personal work. So now this diya, I am using it. This is my personal diya with my personal whatever bhiksha I get. So that kind of, imagine Chanakya Pandit had that kind of this thing. So we are not the enjoyer. Lord Krishna is the enjoyer. He is the proprietor. Hamara jo sundar 2 BHK, 4 BHK hai, this belongs to Krishna, not to me. He is the proprietor and I am the caretaker. So that is the proper attitude, that I am the caretaker. I am not the proprietor. I am the server. I am not the enjoyer. And by serving, we get happiness. We get bliss by serving Krishna and serving Vaishnavas. Okay. Reason number 9. Hari Krishna Prabhuji, can you read Hari Krishna?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
Can you read this? Reason
yes.
9, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Mind is the best friend and worst enemy. Bhagavad Gita 6.6.
Yeah. So another reason why we should be chanting, because you see, we are dealing with the mind. You know, dealing with this something called mind within ourselves, and mind is material. Mind is not, we have to make this material mind spiritual. Otherwise, the mind is a storehouse of all our desires, all our material desires. It is a storehouse. One person was telling me, a person, that he was getting some crores of rupees profit in the business. And he said, the moment I realized I'm going to get so many crores of rupees, all my hidden desires came out. I wanted to go to Switzerland. He started making plans of going to Switzerland, doing this, doing that, buying this, buying that, having a good bungalow somewhere. And he said, I did it. All these things were stored within him. And till before, just few, months before that, he was a normal person. So mind is our best friend and worst enemy. So chanting keeps us grounded. Chanting keeps us, makes the mind our friend. So if we chant, let us chant sincerely, then we make mind our friend. Otherwise, this same mind will, may take us down, degrade us. Okay. And the last reason for today's class, I think Sadhbhuj Gaur Prabhuji, can you read? Sadhbhuj Gaur Prabhuji?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you. Being a yogi is better than a karmi or jnani.
Yeah, this is again one of my favorite verses of Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is telling Arjuna, be a yogi. Hey, Arjun, everybody speaks about 6.47, but no, sorry? Hare Krishna?
Yogi naam api sarve.
Sorry, yeah, yogi naam api sarvesam. Har koi wo quote karta hai, 6.47, but you just go a verse before, 6.4 says, it is telling, Krishna is giving instruction to Arjuna with all the reasons in chapter 6. After that, in 6.46, Krishna is telling Arjuna that, be a yogi, don't be a karmi or a jnani. Karmi means a person who just enjoys, lives life as an enjoyer. Khao, piyo, aish karo. Or jnani, well, let us gather knowledge, this website, this news, that news, what happened in Ukraine, what happened in Morbi, what happened there, don't be this, all this, be a yogi. And then in the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, the best yogi is a bhakti yogi. The best yogi, because you are establishing a direct connection with Lord Krishna. And chanting is our direct connection with Lord Krishna. It's your personal direct phone number, your personal direct call to you, Krishna. So, that is what we have to become before we die, that we be a bhakti yogi. So this is another reason why we should be chanting sincerely, attentively, that, being a yogi is better. Krishna is saying, be a yogi, and to be a yogi, the first step is chanting the holy name. Okay. So I think I've taken some more time. It's almost 7:57. I should have finished a bit before. So thank you very much for all your attentive hearing. Any doubts or any question, I think we can take.
Prabhu, question, how to control mind, Prabhu? Everything is on mind. How to control?
Yeah. So Prabhupada has given us the process. It is not going to happen overnight. Today I tell the mind, let us control it, and it is going to happen. No, we are going to walk just like a boy who walks and falls and walks and falls. You see, there are people who are going on Himalayas to control the mind. Saubri Rishi went under the sea, in the river, inside the river, to control the mind. And Arjuna is saying that I can control wind, air, but I cannot control the mind. So thank you for asking this question, but we are all struggling. So thanks to Srila Prabhupada, he has given us a process. We have to engage the mind in Krishna consciousness, and that is how you control the mind. So you wake up, you chant. Okay, and then you go to office, or you're going to the temple. You are taking this that I'm doing it for Krishna. This job is for Krishna. I have been assigned this job by Krishna. So this, whether in temple or whether in office, ये मैं कृष्णा के लिए कर रहा हूँ. आप वापस घर आते हो, आप भगवान को भोग लगाते हो, फैमिली के साथ थोड़ा शाम को कुछ आप भजन कीर्तन करते हो. So Prabhupada has given us a very perfect process to control the mind. So if you're asking me how to control the mind, you please see what processes, if you're able to follow the process nicely or not. And that is how you will control the mind. Try to connect everything with Krishna. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pashyati. I think chapter 6, verse number 26, or I'm just not able to recall the exact verse number, but this is one beautiful thing Krishna is saying. Please try to see everything in relation with me. So if we develop this, like Krishna says, Rasoham apsu konteya. Aap jab pani pee rahe ho, I am the taste in water. Krishna is saying, I am the light of the sun. So let us try to see Krishna in everything, and that is how we purify the mind. So let us not focus too much on controlling the mind. Let us focus on purifying the mind and watch our actions throughout the day, what I'm doing, whether I'm engaged the way Srila Prabhupada has taught us. So that is how then we will be able to overcome the temptations and the negative thoughts which the mind gives us when we face setbacks in our life. Prabhupada ke life mein jitna setback aaya na, you go through his life history, but you see what he was thinking. Maybe Lord Krishna wants it. Maybe because I lost my business, maybe Krishna has better plan for me. Imagine what kind of thought process Srila Prabhupada had. He was seeing positive in negative. So I'm really amazed these great people have a different level of consciousness. They always see that there is something good going to happen. There is something good going to happen. I know in Bombay, one devotee, he lost his wife in one night. Her cancer was declared and she was in last stage of cancer, and just within 3 days she left the body. And he was shocked. And then he said, but then still he said, I've learned a lot of lessons here. He was seeing positive and negative. So that is how, that is what my personal, I can share with you, that connecting everything with Krishna is where you can be able to, divert the mind and purify the mind, and then progress in Krishna consciousness. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thank you.
Any other question?
Chaitanya Karunasindhu Prabhu, you have? Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Not a question. I just wanted to share that it is very nice to see Prabhuji after 11 long years.
Okay.
Prabhuji, when he was staying in Bangalore, I remember as Sri Gaur Prabhuji was sharing, he was working in one of the companies. And Prabhuji, I don't know if you remember me, we had met in Sheshadripuram temple, and it was very nice. Prabhuji was sharing, I'll like to share with everyone that Prabhuji used to have night shifts during that time, if I remember. And Prabhuji, I think, had told me that he was struggling with the night shifts, but he used to still come for all the teaching programs and everything. So it was very inspiring. And then next, when I heard Prabhuji had joined BBT, and I generally give Prabhuji's example to many night shift devotees, that how Prabhuji used to show lot of
I will
dedication.
just correct in the introduction that I am just a small person here in BBT. Main person is Anantirtha Prabhu, Bhima Prabhu, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj, and basically Anantirtha Prabhu is the main person here, and who's driving it. I am just serving under him, and he's a very, very I'm to say passion-driven, very dedicated to Srila Prabhupada, very honest, very high levels of integrity. I am really very lucky to be under him. So I all credit to Anantirtha Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I have a question for you.
Yes.
It is a practical thing. Like when it comes to mind control, what Vikas Prabhuji was asking.
Yeah.
That how your decision of joining full-time services.
Yeah.
Better help you in your spiritual life. Or did it help you? Or if yes, then how?
Yeah, I mean to say, look, it's a very different thing altogether. Once you join full time, you face definitely. I mean, there's just too much learning out here. Your subtle, your subtle qualities gets tested a lot. And not only that, you are able to have this. You get this very good feeling factor that you are able to do something for Srila Prabhupada directly. So what I can say is that definitely it's I think if somebody gets an opportunity, if you're able to plan your life in such a way that you're able to work, because Srila, it's like a company, Srila Prabhupada is made as this organization where it's an organization so big, it really needs dedicated quality devotees who can take this, because organization means intelligence, organization means professionalism, and Srila Prabhupada created this organization. And if you're attached to Srila Prabhupada, then so wherever we get opportunity or somebody who's doing it, then let us help him, because that is how we are able to have a direct connection with Srila Prabhupada. So I feel personally, I can say that I feel a bit more, I feel more closeness to Srila Prabhupada when I'm working, full time, and I'm able to work day and night, for Srila Prabhupada. So I really, my turning point in my life was that book, Prabhupada Condensed. I read that book. Somebody gave me this book because I was very much habituated to reading biographies. So earlier, I used to read biographies of all the CEOs, all the big CEOs ka biographies I used to read. So somehow I got this biography of Srila Prabhupada, and I just changed my thought process, everything that, and I thought that if I get an opportunity in life, I'll work for this person. No more working, So this was something very personal. I'm not saying that you should, it's something very personal. I develop a relation with Srila Prabhupada directly by reading Prabhupada Condensed, the Prabhupada Lilamrit. So I feel I'm deeply more connected with Srila Prabhupada, and and a lot of my internal, definitely mind control and all these things, definitely it helps you a lot, because the moment you pick up the phone, you say Hare Krishna, you're writing a mail, you're writing Hare Krishna. So, day and out, and you're dealing with devotees, and then you learn how to deal with devotees. This is another aspect. We need to learn how to deal with devotees and how to deal with different situations. A big organization with different mindset, people from all over India, all over world are working here, are joining this organization, and they have different mindsets and all. We have to know this and to take along everyone. So बहुत learning है, बहुत मतलब immense learning, and a lot of challenges are there, immense challenges are there, and this organization really needs a very, very, I mean to say, and I'm just as I said that, it's really good if you get a good leader. So luckily I'm under a very, very professional devotee who takes this service so sincerely, so takes through details minutely, very attentively. So I can just say that definitely try to be under a really very sincere devotee who is really dedicated to the movement, to the organization. आप किसी honest, integrated जो devotee है ना, उसके अंडर में आप रहो, आप मजा आ जाएगा आपको, आपका लाइफ चेंज हो जाएगा, आपका thought process, mind control, ये सब कुछ हो जाएगा. You be under somebody who is really passionate about Prabhupada, and he's obviously at personal level also, his integrity levels are high, his thought processes are very refined, matured. So it makes lot of difference, because outside, we all know, I also worked 10 years in ITC Limited, I know. So anyway, thank you, Prabhuji. I hope I gave justice to your question.
Yes, undoubtedly. Prabhuji, there is one more question, I think so, from Satyajit Prabhu. If you have time, we can take that question.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Sadhbhuj Gaur Prabhu.
Satyajit Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Right.
आपका चेहरा नहीं दिख रहा है, ये कुछ मेरा प्रॉब्लम है क्या यहाँ पे?
नहीं, वीडियो ऑफ करके रखा हूँ.
तो ऑन कर दीजिए.
हरे कृष्णा. Prabhuji, you talked about how to be yogi and not to be karmi, but in our internal, means we will be always karmi only. No. There are a lot of quotes of Srila Prabhupada. In one letter of Srila Prabhupada wrote to Gopal Krishna Maharaj that, you are working outside and you are giving everything to our movement. You are more than a sannyasi. Okay. So we have to we have to bring sadhuness in our activity, in our job. Today you see the society struggling like anything, Satyajit Prabhu. We have doctors, but we don't have sadhu doctors. You see, so that is why medical industry is now suffering like anything. People are not getting proper treatment. Okay, साधु डॉक्टर लोग नहीं, डॉक्टर्स हैं लेकिन साधु डॉक्टर नहीं, चोर डॉक्टर है, साधु डॉक्टर नहीं है. इंजीनियर्स हैं लेकिन चोर इंजीनियर है. मोरबी ब्रिज देखा आपने? मोरबी ब्रिज में कितने लोग मर गए? तो इंजीनियर्स हैं लेकिन चोर इंजीनियर है, साधु इंजीनियर नहीं है. तो सोसाइटी में साधु इंजीनियर भी चाहिए, साधु डॉक्टर चाहिए. तो प्रभु जी आप ये मत सोचिए, अगर डिवोटी है, आप अपने जॉब को, आप अपना जो कर रहे हैं, हाँ बस आप ये याद रखिए कि आप जहां कर रहे हैं वो उससे जिस कंपनी के लिए काम कर रहे हैं वो कंपनी का प्रोडक्ट सोसाइटी के लिए नुकसानदायक नहीं होना चाहिए. मैं आईटीसी के लिए काम करता था, मेरा कंपनी, मैं जिस कंपनी में काम करता था वो सोसाइटी के नुकसान के लिए काम बनाता था. क्या बनाता था? सिगरेट बनाता था. तो आप तो विल्स में थे प्रभु जी.
हाँ मैं ठीक है प्रभु जी, लेकिन उसका पैसा उधर से ही आता था. उसका पैसा तो उधर से ही आता था ना.
फाइनली आपने तो बीपीटी ज्वाइन कर लिया.
हाँ ठीक है, वो तो प्रभु जी की कृपा हो गई तो आ गए, और क्या. तो मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि आप अपने लाइफ में साधुत्व लाइए, आप अपने जॉब में साधुत्व लाइए.
ये समाज को जरूरत है. Let Satyajit be known that नहीं, this person is honest. मैं मर जाऊंगा लेकिन मैं ये काम नहीं करूंगा. So that is what is required.
Nice to see you, Prabhuji. Give
Thank
my
you. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to Mataji also.
Ah, yes, yes, Prabhu.
Rani Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you. So it was really good to spend some time with you, Prabhuji, and we will look forward for your association if you can sometime come to Bangalore. It is always a great fortune to have some time with you.
Yes, Prabhuji. I will also look forward to meeting all the wonderful good. And my wife keeps on telling me that we really had this Bangalore days were it's really super. Because that I had got just married also that time. So obviously शादी का शुरू का period भी बहुत अच्छा रहता है ना. Every married person knows that your marriage initial days are very, very this thing. And then being in Bangalore at that time, and we had wonderful devotees, Satyajit Prabhu, yourself, and so many. Harik Chetra was there. So many devotees, and I really had good. I just remember all those days, Bangalore days. So definitely look forward to. But my services keeps on, keeps me just tied up with, because it's like Vev Satvika Buddhi Eke Hai Kurunandana. We are very single focused in BBT. That this is what we are doing every day, day in and out, morning to night work for Prabhupada. So that is the mood over here in BBT. That definitely there are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of paper challenges, and all these lot of challenges are there. But yes, one or the other we keep on overcoming this. So thank you very much, Sri Gaur Prabhuji, and thank you all the Bangalore devotees. Please pray for me. I am really struggling with my desires, temptations, and I get a taste in holy name. If you all pray together, please, after the session, just a humble request, just pray for me today. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Harshad Prabhu has left a comment. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thanks so much. Every point was communicated with lot of conviction. So we are really, really happy to have Prabhuji and look forward to more association.
So thank you, Prabhuji, for your nice words. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
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 Ram, 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 Ram.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.